Good morning to one and all, wherever you're at, whatever you're at. Let me say good morning, Grenada, Cambry, Petit Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the world, wherever you are tuned in to K105. And let me say good morning also to those of you via Hot 98. And good morning and welcome to Good Morning Grenada. Let me say good morning to my bro, Gary. How you doing this morning, my brother? How you doing?
What's going on, my brother? Everything is good on my end. How about you?
I'm good. Feeling good. Feeling in a bit of a relaxed mood this morning for some reason or other.
Good morning, Grenada.
I kind of dressed down this morning, little polo shirt and stuff.
Hey, it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. It's a Friday.
It's Friday.
If workers can do it, we can do it too.
I was saying this morning, there's something about Friday for lots of folks, especially if you don't have to work on a weekend. You anticipate this particular day. You understand?
For sure.
If you don't have to work on Saturday.
And curfew's been lifted and all of that good stuff, so even more anticipation.
So, if you have the entire weekend off, I want to wish you a great day today and a great weekend to come. All right? So it's G Square. I'm still getting this squad in for some reason. I don't know why I'm saying squad.
We are a squad, bro. We are a squad. Make no mistake about it.
So we are. So let's welcome of course, TV viewers. Good morning. Hope you're doing okay. Those of you who are viewing us, let's say good morning to our Facebook, YouTube, who are viewing us on those platforms. Hope you're doing okay. Whatever part of the world you're at, I want to wish you a great day.
Let me invite the folks on Facebook right about now to share and, let folks know what's happening right now in Grenada. And, we're bringing you information. We're bringing you entertainment. And today being Friday, we're going to be more of an entertainment nature. We got some giveaways this morning.
Yes.
Somebody's going to win a few things.
And other folks could view it on of course. Well, I don't think they got that shot on TV, but we're going to have that sorted out shortly. We can get a peek at of course, the giveaways that we have this morning. So some lucky viewer or listener this morning may be able to win themselves something. All right?
That's what we do.
I'm not going to say what it is yet until we get that shot in. So let's keep it a little secret for now.
That's right.
All right. So, and for the folks, in terms of what's lined up, what's coming up, Gary, let them know.
Well, of course, coming up in a short while, that's at 6:45, we'll be making that link up with GBN TV, and that's going to be for the morning news. Shortly after that, we're going to be taking in the weather from the Met Office, so we're going to find out exactly what the weather is going to be like later on today. We've got the Celebration Club coming your way inside our second break, all right? And tell you what, we've got an interview lined up. We're going to be speaking to a well-known Calypsonian. We're going to get to find out exactly what's happening in the life of that particular entertainer. All right? So y'all stick around for that. 435-2041 is the number. And over on my end, it's 435-7517. Feel free to of course, send your shout-outs, send your birthday requests, all of that good stuff, of course.
Right.
It's G Squared in the morning.
Yes. And we're moving up to already 19 minutes before the top of the hour here on K105 and Hot 98. And let's get set for the word of the day, Gary.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
All right. The word. Ulean. Cerulean. It's an adjective, and it means resembling the blue of the sky. Here's an example so you can make sense of the word. Outside, children fly kites. The flimsy colored plastic shuddering in the gusts that blast and swell before leaping up into cerulean skies. All right, so that's your word for today. It is, once again, cerulean.
All right. Yeah, let's pop into the thought of the day. And of course, it's an interesting thought for you. Those of you who probably it's something that motivates you as you go into the kind of thoughts that are thrown out. So let's see what the thought of the day is like. And let's get into that and see what it's like. And I'll wait with the folks and of course, via, of course, GBN TV to pop up the thought of the day for you. And suddenly let's throw it out. And the thought of the day for today, Friday, the 7th day of January 2022. Insanity doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different result. Let me hit that thought of the day for you once again. Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same result. That's called there by Albert Einstein. And of course, if you defines it a little bit, someone, hey, am I saying I'm doing the same thing over and over?
One of my favorite.
Is my head right? Is my head right or what? Yeah. I'm doing the same thing over and over and over.
Expecting to get a different result. It doesn't work that way.
It's like you're walking down the road and expecting yourself to be up the road. You understand?
The law of nature does not work that way.
So
if you want to be successful financially, if you want to be successful academically, you have to put in the work, but you cannot be doing the same old and expect to get a different result. You have to do something different. You have to step out of your comfort zone, do something different, and hence you would see, of course, different results. Desired results.
I want to chip in a little personal quote here, Gary. Don't rush the process. All right, this is a little personal quote here. This is a little personal because sometimes I do brainstorm myself and just comes up with some ideas. Don't rush the process. Good things take time.
That's right.
Yeah,
patience.
Today
is my turn. Tomorrow is yours. Everybody don't win at the same time.
Exactly, man. Yeah. So we moving along this morning. For those of you who are, of course, with us, let's say good morning to you once again. Hope all is well. And don't forget, we want to get into, of course, our health tip this morning. We're just moving along because we got so much in store for you this morning. We want to get all the good stuff out of the way and get for the better stuff to come. If you could say that, Gary.
Could not have said it any better, man. If you're looking at lowering your cholesterol, there are many things that you can do, all right? But I'm just going to throw a few at you at this stage. Foods that lower cholesterol, all right? Wild salmon, Brussels sprouts, oranges, almonds, hazelnuts, pistachio, dark chocolate. We got a lot of that here in Grenada. Green tea. All right, kidney beans. Haven't had those in a while. Yeah. All right, berries, sweet potatoes, brown rice. Those are just some of the foods that can lower your cholesterol. Of course, there is a good cholesterol and then there is a bad cholesterol. All right, so let's get the bad cholesterol lowered as best as we possibly can, and that has been your health tip for today. Good morning, Grenada.
Hey, folks, you're moving up to make that 60 minutes moving on before the top of the hour. Time check comes to you. Compliments Grace Food here on K105 and Hot 98. We're getting set for the AM edition of news here on K98 and of course K105 and Hot 98. Get set for that. That's coming around. Then when we come back on the other side, folks, don't forget the folks of GBN TV, of course, coming up live for you will be the of course GBN Nightly News on your end, and we have the morning edition of news here on the K105 and Hot 98.
And a rebroadcast of the evening news on GBN TV.
Exactly. Hey, folks, we're coming right back. Don't you dare touch your dial. Those of you who are locked on, stay with us, folks. We're coming right back.
Quality services, fair prices, and total shopping convenience has always been our
Amidst global uncertainty, projections remain high for Grenada's Citizenship by Investment program, following a year that brought over $1 million in revenue, and this year is projected to be even more profitable. Here's Chrislina John with the details.
Revenue projections are high this year for Grenada's Citizenship by Investment program after a 40% increase, which generated $150 million in 2021. Acting CEO of Grenada's CBI program, Colleen Purcell, says projections are set for over $300 million for this year. The CEO indicated that the pandemic has not had a negative impact, rather an increased demand for investment.
Program has in fact been a lifesaver. While most sectors were seeing downturns, the COVID-19 presented a unique situation that allowed programs worldwide to have increased in the demand as business persons around the world and persons just looking to widen their reach, not depend on any particular economy, because they've seen what a pandemic like COVID can do. So persons are looking for opportunities to to invest in other economies. As a result, the demand for the program worldwide has benefited, and obviously we would have benefited significantly from that as well.
The CBI program aims to generate and create access to foreign direct investment, promotes sustainable long-term employment, specialist training, and the general broadening of skills for locals. The number of projects under the CBI program is tourism-driven. Employment within the construction sector was also recorded.
The projects that have been ongoing have been, they've continued throughout the pandemic, and for many of them they would have continued to employ persons, especially in construction, because most of them are in that phase. So during that construction phase, that's one of the sectors that while there were shortages of material and that sort of thing, they continued throughout the pandemic. So it was actually a sector in terms of the projects that are being developed through the CBI program. Those continue to exist during the program. As that is happening, we would have seen that we would have experienced almost 40% increase in our numbers.
Purcell says they can boast of due diligence, which is second to none.
We have due diligence happening at varying levels of the process, from the time the application comes in at the marketing agents level, at the local agents level, at the banks level. It can be anywhere from about, we've seen some 40, 45 days, all the way up to 90 days, 120 days. And I'm saying that with a caveat, simply because sometimes we have to inquire, we have to go back for information. So there's that, sometimes you go back to get additional information on that particular application based on what was found in the process of, the due diligence, and that there are some standard things that must be submitted, and we tend not to lapse on those things.
Lena John, GBN News.
Have you ever heard of someone holding their own funeral while they're still alive? Well, that's what one resident on the Sister Isle did recently as he prepares for his own passing. Here's Lena John once again with this interesting piece.
Is this one Calypsonian saying, give him his flowers before he dies, in reality? Jack Russell, a resident of Bel Air, Carriacou, is one of the first known persons on the island to witness his own funeral. Russell, who suffers from ALS disease, says he may soon die and wanted to hold his own funeral before that, which he did in Carriacou yesterday. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, is a progressive nerve system disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord, causing loss of muscle control. Russell says he landed on the Sister Isle 15 years ago in 2006 with his wife Karen as missionaries. Surrounded by the sound of big drum and the dancing, Russell explained how his funeral will roll out.
Tonight, I've asked my friends, Shaka Zulu, who will be the lead drummer, to give me a big drum. In the culture here, big drum is a way to, they have at most funerals, a way to kind of lift the body up, the soul up. We'll have dancers, we'll have drummers. Later, we'll even have a burning of these photos and spreading of the ashes. Basically everything a funeral would have, except I'm going to be here too. I'll be sitting over here by the beach away from everyone, because this is very intense.
This is Russell's philosophy.
Your own big drum, or your own funeral, living funeral, because let's face it, if you're dead, who cares if someone travels halfway around the world to visit you? It's when you're alive, which is the most important. So enjoy the drum. It will be, I think, very memorable to you.
The drummer for the funeral service was Shaka Zulu. Christelina John, GBN.
Can't be mad at him. Witnessing your own funeral? To each his own. Moving on, despite the willingness of the Grenada Union of Teachers to educate the nation's children, President Jude Bartholomew says they are concerned with the current COVID-19 situation. With active cases currently over 1,000 as of Wednesday night, the GUT president called for the Ministry of Education to tread cautiously following the announcement that schools will reopen fully from next Monday. Gerard Joseph has that story.
While understanding the need to return to face-to-face teaching and learning, noting the stresses of online classes and education deficiencies for some students, GUT President Jude Bartholomew says caution must be taken to ensure one problem does not become another. Reminding education officials that children and a young population is the sector being dealt with, Bartholomew impresses that it is completely different from handling adults in a controlled environment.
When you look at the dynamics now with education, you have thousands of children going to school. This new variant now, basically you listen to CNN and other, you listen to news internationally, and you are hearing that this new variant is basically attacking children, even probably more so than adults. And so therefore, and it spread fastly, and basically a wide cross-section can get the virus. That's where we have to be very, 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 very careful.
Positive cases have already been reported in at least one school, and the GUT president has recommended to the ministry to monitor the first 2 weeks of the phased face-to-face classes before making a decision.
You look at the case that is rising, and one would want to say, tread cautiously. Don't just come and say, well, school opening in full next week result because you're so concerned about the children and you're concerned. Yes, we're concerned about the children too, but we have to balance the equation because we might end up in a situation worse than basically what we want.
Bartholomew says blended learning was suggested to the ministry to take into consideration the social distancing mandated within the back-to-school protocols.
We also have to look that if we're going back, that you look at the classroom space. Somebody did call and express that concern to the minister last night. Classroom space, whether are we able now with the situation and with this virus spreading? Yes, you want everybody to go back and such. But when you look at the size of the school, you look at the furniture, you look at the desk arrangement, most times 2 persons sitting down to one desk. Are we able to do that?
The union leader says while he agrees that they have to reach every student, they welcomed the return of the exit classes, which he notes could have transitioned to a gradual phased approach. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
As of Monday, all students will return to face-to-face learning, as announced by the Ministry of Education, with protocols in place to address the possibility of cases popping up at schools. While this is so, with the current COVID-19 situation in Grenada, should the authorities revisit the decision to fully reopen schools next week? GBN's Rena Perry-Thomas spoke to several parents and guardians in St. George to get their thought on the reopening of schools.
Minister for Education Emmeline Pear announced this week that all schools will be reopened in full from Monday, January 10th to all students throughout the state of Grenada. She stated that education cannot be put on hold for much longer as some students are falling through the cracks, resulting in educational deficiencies. On the other hand, Grenada is now experiencing a second wave of the COVID-19 virus and has seen over 1,000 active cases as of January 6th, Wednesday night. To get a view of how some parents and guardians feel about the situation, GBN sought their views on the streets of St. George's.
Yes, I think so. Because the children are tired at home. They are very tired, so I think they should open up.
I think they will be very good to open school on Monday. The children need education and they need a lot of things. So it is wise. To open school on Monday, it is wise.
I don't know, but I just want them children to go back to school. I tired with my son, give me shares home.
They need to go to school. Sure. Sure, they're supposed to go to school.
They have to have themselves guard up,
protect your children and let them go to school.
While most agreed that students should return to school, there were some others who had a different opinion.
I still feel they should get a little more time. The reason for that is We don't know how much people that you know, I mean, when they go into the school, who have it and who don't have it. So let's be holding on a while and maybe see what's going on.
What I'm seeing in terms of the amount of cases and the nature of the virus itself, in terms of how quickly it spreads, I'm concerned whether they should open all schools at the same time, whether we can really handle a crisis with everybody being infected at the same time, and whether we have the capacity in terms of hospital space, or should it be a bad breakout?
I don't find it's a good idea. No, because we had it before that from the beginning, and it was not that rapid like how it's rapid now. And we had closed up school, we had closed up the place for a while, but now we don't want to close. And knowing that it's rapid now and you want to open up school, it's not a good move.
As the current COVID-19 situation continues to unfold, it seems that the reopening of school is being supported by some parents. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
314 new COVID-19 cases on Wednesday tipped Grenada's total number of cases since the start of the pandemic to over 7,000 as the country experiences its second wave following the festive season. Wednesday night's dashboard brought active cases to 1,179 despite 8 recoveries. There were 4 people hospitalized, and fortunately the death toll remained at 200. The vaccination rate is still slow, with cumulative numbers at 80,732. 35,980 people are fully vaccinated, 5,707 are partially vaxxed, and 3,065 people have received their booster shots. In other news, Spice Isle Billfish Tournament is back on the sporting calendar, but this year it will take place in a bubble. After a 1-year break, the 52nd Republic Bank Spice Isle Billfish Tournament was launched on Thursday as a fully digital, fully vaccinated event. Chrislina John was at the launch.
Over 30 anglers from participating countries will be arriving on the island in coming days for the return of the Spice Isle Billfish Tournament. This year's event will be held under strict COVID protocols and is open to only vaccinated participants. The tournament runs from January 25th to the 29th. Clinton Bailey says they are excited to be back, noting that they are having agreed with certain specifications handed down by the Ministry of Health. Richard McIntyre, past chairman of the board, says government is in full support of hosting this year's tournament. McIntyre explains the screening process for participants.
The structure of our tournament, which has been to have a local tournament in the midst of the normal international tournament, and we already have interest from all of the parishes. It is designed to focus and improve fishing amongst the parish teams and so on that will participate, but conservation of the billfish species is a must. So no one will be allowed to bring to our scale a fish when they're on the boat. Our limit ends there. But to bring to our scale any marlin, any other sports fishing,
speaks on conservation of fish species as they look to include local fisher folk.
This includes proof of negative PCR test taken prior to arrival, well as vaccination cards. Along with the SIBT committee, will be enforcing a fully vaccinated bubble in which patrons of the club and participants of the tournament are asked to abide with. Please. All anglers will be easily identified using colored hand wristbands, I believe is the term.
Title sponsor for the event is Republic Bank, pledging $45,000 towards the tournament. Country manager at the bank, Naomi Diali, sees this hosting of such an activity as an economic boost to the
support your efforts to offer not just leisure to some of the region's finest anglers and game fishing enthusiasts, but a much needed economic boost to our island. We have followed the tournament and over its 50 years legacy, and we welcome yet another opportunity to be a sponsor to this prestigious event. This sporting activity is not only merited for its financial capabilities, it serves as a key demonstration of Grenada's commitment and readiness to promoting game conservation and environmental preservation, while also fostering regional integration.
McIntyre highlighted what patrons can look forward to.
Nothing will change. They're going to have the parade of the boats going into the harbor. Hopefully they'll blow their horns, and we're going to have the cannon being operated from the fort, and hopefully they could stay clear of the cruise ships that may be on their way in. We usually coordinate that.
Lena John, GB.
With Grenada experiencing its second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic following the holiday season, many have expressed their unease on social media about the large number of positive cases recorded daily. But with that concern, what is the public's thinking in relation to a return of nightly curfew or even nationwide lockdowns? Rena Perry-Thomas took to the streets today.
As the wearing of masks, washing of hands, and the keeping of the 6-foot distance become even more essential in the past few days, health officials are yet to announce any plans to reinstitute the curfew restriction. In speaking to people on the streets of St. George's on their thoughts of COVID-19 and how the country should deal with it, here are some of their responses.
We have to learn to live with COVID, and people should try and take the vaccine. There's two things I should advise. I take my vaccine. Understand? So, and COVID here to stay, so we have to learn to live with it.
Well, we have to learn to live with it because we are not obeying. Because I had a funeral yesterday and it was overwhelming. What I would like to see, people obey the instructions, and then we'll go better. Because we doesn't know much. Because all we're hearing and the news, whether it's false or real, you send so much things on Facebook and on all these things, so it confuses people. So we have to follow the people who is in charge and follow the rules.
Because I think it's something that we have to live with. I think COVID is going to be something we have to live with. So I'm not sure if those measures would change anything as such, maybe in a short-term period, but what about the long term? So at this point, I'm not sure.
While some of the persons airing their views agreed that people should learn to live with the virus as it is here to stay, others believe some level of restriction should be implemented.
Yes, I would like to have the curfew to keep down the increase of the COVID. That will help. That's okay, that will help.
As they say, here to stay, so we don't have a choice. We have to learn to live with it. But we developing rapidly now. We have to watch that. I find the ministry should look into it.
We have to learn to live with COVID, but the tighter restrictions has to be made because people are becoming very careless.
In a way, we have to learn to live with it, but in another way, there should be some restrictions, especially persons traveling in and out. But we also have to, like the person, as they say, it's a new norm, so we have to learn to live with it and work around it.
Cabinet meets weekly to discuss the plans of the country, with the next meeting scheduled for Monday, the day of the full reopening of schools nationwide. For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
And now let's turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Here's Rena Perry-Thomas once again as she's been looking around the platforms.
The news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz report.
The police say they cannot get involved in the story of a missing 7-year-old girl who was removed from her mother's home by the Child Protection Authority as the CPA is acting within their legal capacity. GBN brought this story and you, our online audience, took to the comment section to air your views. Dan Lee Alexis said that response is unacceptable. The authority may have the right to protect a child if there is abuse, but the parent should not be treated in this manner. Sayani Date comment, the father knows why he is apprehensive to hold on to his daughter given prior circumstances. As to whatever reason CPA removed the child from the home, is the father and stepmother not capable of caring for the child? If this was a real life and death situation where the child was in real jeopardy, the police would have intervened. O'Kelly Latouche wrote, "This is utter insanity. How can they not comment on the whereabouts of a child? How is this acceptable? Isn't there official document stating where the children are placed? This must be so worrying. CPA should be held accountable." Samara Sylvester said, "They know where the child is. They just don't want the mother to know about the child's whereabouts. How could they take a child and place her with her father and stepmother and now don't know where the child is now? Like seriously, CPA needs to do better than this." And finally, Don Rage's comment, "Grenada is a tiny island and you can't find her. Someone was missing in New York for 3 days and we found them, not the police. This is strange." That's a wrap for tonight's Buzz. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
One voice rather than different sources of information has been the clarion call from the Grenada Union of Teachers for several months. The issue resurfaced this week as GUT President Jude Bartholomew alleged that contradicting information was received from district education officers to what was initially handed down from the Ministry of Education. Minister of Education Emmeline Pear has since responded, as we hear in this Gerard Joseph report.
Conflicting information from district education officers has seemingly remained unresolved despite numerous complaints from the Grenada Union of Teachers. GUT President Jude Bartholomew says instructions without an official letterhead from the ministry have been handed down for teachers to attend school daily. Bartholomew says this has been coming from some district education officers.
Yes, we had consultation. We meet with the Minister of Education and other persons on a monthly basis, and we did express those sentiments. So what we're saying there is that the goodwill or the good intention from the Ministry of Education.
He had appealed to the Ministry of Education to address the issue while appearing on GBN's To The Point program.
You must have one message, and stop allowing different bosses and everybody to be doing their own thing, and that's when confusion and chaos are.
Education Minister Emmeline Pear in response notes that district education officers are expected to implement the directives coming from the ministry. Minister Pear says an important aspect is ensuring the students are receiving instructions as teachers are performing their duties while working from home.
So, you don't expect to have a teacher on the beach this morning. You don't expect to see a teacher in the mall this morning, right? And so if the district officer picks up that there are some challenges, that while students should be instructed, that persons are not delivering that instruction for reasons that are not acceptable, of course that district officer would be concerned.
However, pointing to the exact situation, the minister says the district education officer did in fact instruct principals to have all teachers report due to supervision concerns identified.
Now, where that district officer went wrong is that district officer should have consulted with the chief education officer before giving that new instruction. Because when it was brought to my attention, I called the chief education officer, and we both agreed that particular school or schools could have been dealt with in isolation. So if the problem didn't apply to all schools, there was no need to send the instructions to all schools, but that was immediately addressed.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
And now let's take a peek through the GBN Eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
On tonight's GBN iSaw, we feature Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell reading the Bible story to the children. Our iSaw reporter said, quote, the kids of Kingdom visited Dr. Mitchell and he read them a story about the birth of Jesus Christ from the book of Luke chapter 2, unquote. Our citizen journalist added, quote, it is beautiful to see the Prime Minister taking time to read the Bible to the children. It was truly a Kodak moment. That's why I like Christmas. We captured the hidden gifts and talents in folks around us that we missed during the year, unquote. We thank our iSaw reporter for this submission. Continue to send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
Well, back with you in the morning time again. Of course, it's Good Morning Grenada. Of course, the G Squad, and we dabbling inside of one studio this morning. Gary, welcome back. Welcome back
to me. Is my mic on? I'm not hearing my mic.
Yeah, your mic should be on.
Good. I'm not still not hearing my mic.
You're still not hearing your mic.
Yeah,
Let me see. All right. Let me get that right.
All right. Okay.
Are you there?
I'll put it up. Don't be afraid.
I'm trying to figure.
I don't know what's going on here, but my mic don't seem to be working. Boy.
Your mic is in now.
All right. Okay. All right.
Okay. We got you. Hey, good morning, Grenada. Carrie Coopity Martinique and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada here on K105, also on Hot 98, and we live also on GBN TV. And we got a special segment coming up for you inside of this particular time right now. Well, I'll leave Gary to take care of that particular segment for you because I think that's his brainchild there. So I'll let him take care of that segment.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this morning, our friends at Sleepy Diapers been gracious enough to facilitate some giveaways here. All right. So this on Fridays we like to keep it light and fun.
Yeah.
That's what we do. All right. So once again, good morning to our friends on Facebook. Don't forget to share and comment. Be a part of what's happening right here inside the studios of Hot 98 and GBN, K105, GBN TV. Our viewers on YouTube as well. Okay, so now we have a few products from Sleepy Diapers. Of course, they are located on Luther's Lane. That's where you can find them. Now, what's interesting about Sleepy Diapers and their line of products is that it's 100% organic, 100% natural. Now, before I got in touch with these folks and I heard about their product, I was like, this is something that is dear to me. I got to reach out to these folks. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about natural,
organic
natural,
Pampers. Organic Pampers. That's interesting.
Well, don't say Pampers, say Diapers. We Grenadians already. Right. I've been caught saying that also. But definitely
Diapers. Okay.
Diapers. Okay. So we've got a few. So this is what it looks like. This is the size 2 diapers.
Size 2 diapers.
All right. Imagine paying just over 30 cents per diaper. When you do the calculation, when you do the math. All right. Need I mention? You see, pure, natural, and organic right here. That is what it's all about. Okay, so those are the.
So these Pampers are not chemically infused at all.
No, man.
Natural,
none of the plastic thing and them kind of thing. I know you're trying to get rid of plastic, right?
Yeah.
All right, none of them things.
Which means if it gets thrown away, it
goes right back into the earth.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's biodegradable. You understand? That's the kind of language you're speaking here this morning. It's biodegradable. So why would you want to give your bundle of joy? Why would you want to give your child anything less? All right. So the minute time I heard about Sleepy Diapers, I was like, hey, I have to get on that. You understand? So this is what my child uses.
This also helps save the environment, Gary.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. It's where the world wants to go these days.
Definitely.
The pollution and everything out there. And you use this particular diapers, you helping to save the environment.
And check this out. No, they've got the all trendy. They got the all trendy jeans pull-up or denim pull-up. All right, so they can go out in public wearing that.
And make your son or daughter look good out there.
Yeah, man, wearing that denim pull-up and looking all trendy and fashionable. All right, so you can get the denim pull-up as well as the traditional clip-on, stick-on diapers. We have also, what can I share with you? We have also, and this is what we'll be giving away this morning. We've got the beach pants, swimming pants.
Swimming pants.
So if you're bringing your toddler to the beach, you don't have to keep the diaper on them. Yeah. Because you know what happens when you keep the diaper on them? It gets all soggy and starts to get weighted on the child. Poor child have to carry around this weight of the ocean on them. You know what I mean? So you do not have that issue with, of course, the Sleepy swimming pants. This is what you take to the beach, all right? And just one. All right, just one would be sufficient, and you got 20 pieces in here. 20 pieces in here, all right? And for the ladies, oh, by the way, this is what it looks like. This is what the swim pants looks like.
All right.
And it's a training pants. All right. So you just slip it on. All right, you just slip it on, and they go to the beach, just swim. It does not get heavy. It does not get, it does not disintegrate. It's all natural.
It's all natural.
100% bamboo and cotton fiber. I said enough. And for the ladies, I've got something for you: sanitary napkin. You understand? So make sure you get that as well at the Sleepy store, which you can find on Luther's Lane. This is the travel pack. You can when you go to work, you just slip it into your handbag, and you're all good to go. And you tell you what, it's all natural as well. The same natural ingredient that you've come to learn and love from the Sleepy brand of products also can be found in their sanitary.
And it's also all natural for the females. It's also all natural.
You want to use something that, of course, does not irritate you. That is, of course, one with nature. And when it gets onto your skin, because your skin is your biggest organ.
Yes, it's
so
true.
What eventually, a lot of people don't know that. What eventually gets on the skin, guess what? Gets into the body.
Wow.
Gets into the body.
And you want to eliminate that 100% in these days and times.
All natural, all organic. Of course, check them out. They are located on Lothals Lane, and of course, you can get these things at where Blue Daniel once was. That's where they are housed right now.
Because I was going to ask you that because I was wondering. You say on Lothals Lane, so I'm wondering exactly Lothals Lane. Where
Blue Daniel once
particular building. Where Blue Daniel?
Oh, you remember Blue Daniel, right?
Yeah.
Good.
So it's no longer that. But,
so far we talked about the kids. And that's where it's at. But hey, for the adults, we have the diapers for the adults
also
as well.
Adults diapers.
Adults diapers as well.
So you may have your mom or dad that has a bit of an issue.
That's right.
Have a little bit of an issue.
Once they've gotten to that
themselves.
stage, once they've gotten to that stage, make sure you give them something that's natural. So that reduces rashes. For the kids, it's super absorbent. You know what I mean? You don't have to get up 3 and 4 times at night to change their diaper. So here what's going on. I force the manager, the owner at Sleepy Diapers to give away.
As they say locally, you force their hand.
Yeah, I twisted him. All right, we're going to give away a pack of swimwear. All right, that's so you when you go to the beach, your child will be wearing one of this. And it looks pretty nice and trendy too. All right, so
Gary,
we're going to give away a pack.
I was going to say this. When we were younger, these things were not available, man. You probably had the cloth stuff, right?
Yeah. What was it called again? We forget the name. When you use it, you wash it and you hang it up on the line. You understand? And when you get overused,
but it still was called diapers anyway. It was diapers, but it was cloth. It was cloth. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Okay, so I forced his hand to give away a pack of Sleepy swimming pants.
How are we going to do this?
Yes.
How are we going to do this? Is we going to have someone call in, or are we going to
let's get some calls on 4 through. What's the number?
Well, the number here, of course, it's on click K105. You got 435-2041. That's 435-2041. You call and you could, of course, we're going to ask them a question or something, Gary. How are we going to do this?
A very giveaway question, man.
Just somebody call. When someone call in,
let's just wing it, man.
Yeah, when somebody call in.
Nothing too serious, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So for you could probably get that if you want to be thinking about taking your son or daughter to the beach. You could win yourself a pack of Sleepy Diapers this morning. The number once again, that's 435-2041. 435-2041. You call and you could win yourself that pack of Pamper. Let's see, we have a caller there. Let's see who's there. Of guess Gary, we lost that caller there.
Diaper.
The Pamper thing is something that is embedded a wee bit.
Remember when bread was $2 and he went to $3, and then you keep going to the shop and say, "Can I have a $2 bread?"
Man. So no longer can you see the free. Anyway.
All right, we're going to keep the giveaways going, but we have someone we like to chit chat with.
Yeah, let's go to that, and then we come back as the morning progresses. We probably gonna give someone could win themselves that Pamper, that diaper.
Diaper, that's what it is.
Right.
All right.
Hey, those I'm going.
Beautiful heart, you look so appealing from your head to your toes. When you smile at me, I feel so assured. Yes, girl, I would hold you in my arms and never let go. I do. I wanna love you till the morning time. Love you. You can always take up all of my time. And even though we shake up, we will never break up. We'll put our hearts in the line. Baby girl, I love waking up next to you. I put a ring on your finger. I'm gonna marry you. I do.
that's Jonathan Francis there for you, folks.
Voice of an angel.
Yes. Great song. Yeah, of course, we have him online this morning. Let's go over to him. Of course, folks may be able to view him via, of course, GBN TV. Hey, Jonathan, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Grenada.
Yes.
What's going on,
Jonathan?
It's the first time meeting you, first time seeing you per se. I for some reason, my apology, but it's like first time hearing his music too.
Yeah, well,
it's
there's a first time for everything.
It's the first time hearing your music, bro, and great music. Let me, of course, tell you, great music.
Thank you.
I wish I knew more about you. I could play, so you probably got to hit me up some of the songs. I could play them here on the K105. I'm sure Gary would not have a problem doing a segment on, of course, on Hot playing your music, man. Great music. So tell me, man, you said that's a passion of all passion is music for you, right? The passion of all passion is music for you, man.
I'm a singer-songwriter. It's in my veins. I didn't always like to sing. I didn't always want to sing. You know, it's actually a funny story how I got into singing.
Tell us.
But all right. So I always call this story the LLB story.
The LLB story.
The LB story.
The LLB story.
Okay.
You like the drink?
Okay. All right.
It's a story. It's a bittersweet story, right? It's a story of lash, licks, and blows. I used to get from my sister when she got from school to learn all them songs on it. Before I learn the songs, I don't learn the words. It's lash, it's licks, and it's blows.
Was it for the purpose of singing in church, or what was the purpose for?
It was just the purpose of singing in general because she really loves singing.
Oh, really?
And
wow.
Yeah.
So passion was beat into you.
Yes. Eventually, they invited me. I wanted to sing at church. And then, when I sang at church, people was like, okay, this boy could really sing. I got the support that, I got at the time. And that just drove me to, to keep singing. But I always just kept it at church. I took part in, I remember GBN's Gospel Challenge.
Yeah.
Choice.
Mommy nice boy. Yeah.
And those times I was still very sheltered and shy. And,
those times.
Following the music. Yeah, those times.
Those chains already broken right now. You understand? Can't remember.
Yeah. My parents were very reserved in terms of like me going out there and singing in the secular world. So it was always kind of like, hey, stay here. Don't. I remember one Naughty's Got Talent, and then I got a studio deal for it, and I didn't get the chance to use the studio deal because my parents were still so sheltered. But at that time, I was writing. I remember back then I used to write my own songs and stuff like that. And then I got an invitation. I think I applied for something in the UK to go audition for a show, and I got the opportunity to go audition. The audition, everything went well for some producers and so forth. But the show, however, was postponed because they wanted to have another version of the show. And I remember when I came back to Grenada, that's when I started doing a lot of gigs. Before it was like once a year, twice a year, I might do a wedding, I might do a funeral, and I would do carols by candlelight every year since 2016. But when I came back, I had a good friend, Koyan Bain. She used to gig with a band at the time. And she pulled me in with them. And from then on, I've just been gigging with bands and doing weddings at different hotels, doing stuff. Since then, I've been doing stuff with Sabrina Francis. We just recently came out on tour in November, touring Europe.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's with is it with that band, right? Or is it just Sabrina as a solo artist?
It's Sabrina as a solo artist, Sabrina and the Treehouse Band, but on tour we got a chance to showcase our original music and stuff as well. So it was a really great opportunity.
All right, well, big things in store for you, man. Listen, man, you have a really lovely voice, beautiful voice, and I was just taken aback when I saw the video, and of course how beautifully you sung. Tell us something with the pandemic that's been occurring for the last 2 years. How did that assist, or how did that stifle your creativity?
I think that the pandemic, it didn't stifle my creativity, it stifled my comfort, because I was very comfortable before the pandemic came. I was just doing constant gigs, I was on the go, I was very busy, and I wasn't releasing anything original. You know, I was just singing people's songs, going to hotels, singing people's songs, you know, and what the pandemic did for me is caused me to, you know, reflect, work on my own craft. I remember Eugene Gittins, he reached out to me with the rhythm, because I had posted somewhere that I needed a producer. Just send me a beat, I'm really bored. And Eugene Gittins sent me the rhythm, and I took like 10 minutes, I wrote till the morning time, sent it to him. He was like, whoa, that was fast. That time he had like 3 verses.
Was that a song we just saw? Was that a song we just saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And, you know, we bargained a lot because I told him I'm a person that loves live music songs.
Yeah.
So at the time when he sent it was like the computerized version. I told him if I have to do the song, I want to do it with live band. I want people to come play. A jam came and play on the guitar. Play on the drum.
So Eugene Gittins was the force behind all of this then?
Yeah, he was the producer of the whole project.
Well, big up to Eugene Gittins then. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and afterwards we were thinking about ways to just, you know, push the video, like to push the song, and I came up with the idea of, hey, we should do a video.
Nice.
And, you know, me and my manager sat down, came up with a concept of exactly what we wanted the video to be about. And then, you know, the timing still wasn't right, because we had to wait a while to make sure that the shelf life was good.
Right.
When was the right time to put out the song and put out the video? And I remember thinking to myself, I don't just want to put out the video. I want to stir up some controversy.
All right.
So at that time, about a week or so before,
Mommy nice boy.
a week or so before, we had some pictures that we took from the shoot. I came up with the idea of doing a publicity stunt of a fake marriage.
Oh, okay.
So I laid out, I said, you know, I'm gonna show on social media, you know, we dating, all this stuff, we going out on my birthday, all this stuff going on, you know?
Right.
Like kisses and so forth.
Right.
And then
those kisses were real. Those kisses are real.
Yeah.
And the rest is history, right?
Yeah. And then from then on I started posting like my engagement shoot, and then everybody like Facebook, Instagram, everything went crazy.
So you caught them.
Everybody was calling.
You caught them.
I caught real people. Family I ain't talked to in years calling. What going on?
Yeah. You didn't invite us, you didn't tell us nothing.
And they start saying things that made that 360 turn for you there, bro.
I'm telling you, DJs are trying to play at the reception.
Man, interesting. Now, besides the music, you seem to have a keen interest in theater. I mean, the theater arts. How's that been for you? I mean, we're not hearing much about it lately because, you know, of COVID and all of that.
Which house are you attached to?
I'm attached to Labukan Creative Center. I actually did my civic in Creative Arts Day.
Okay.
So we have put on a lot of shows in the past. Even this year, before the pandemic really got out of hand, we were doing something called Calabash Nights, which was every Friday and Saturday at Labukan. People come to see a number of the short plays plus some entertainment, you know, from myself and Laura Lisa.
All right.
You know, so Labukan, we've been with Labukan for a couple of years, and it has been a really great run. You know, no better place to be than Labukan Creative Center.
You know, let me ask you this. When all the genres of music I have heard that you participate in or be part of, per se, which is your favorite genre of music you like? What's your favorite genre of music? Because I know they say you sing reggae. You love the reggae, you love the R&B, the soul. Tell us. I didn't think I heard him do a soca. Have you done a soca? Have you ever done a soca?
I actually, the very first thing that was released was actually Black Adam released a soca song that featured me called Ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I released that, then I released a Christmas song, and then Till the Morning Time.
And
then I have my own soca song out as well. It's called
what's your favorite genre?
What's your favorite genre?
What genre are you more gravitated towards?
Who I really hate to choose, but I think I really love R&B.
R&B.
Reggae just doing something to me these days. I just realized I'm writing a lot more reggae
so
vibes.
You just go with the vibe.
I was thinking soca because when he took out, I got scared when he took a minute there to think of what genre he wanted to be.
You see, this year, last year was the year I was trying so hard to figure out exactly where I wanted to be. This year is kind of like triggering on there, but I think I'm almost there to narrowing it down. But I want to somewhat let people have a say. You know what? Just release some stuff, see what has more traction, see what people gravitate to most, and then I can meet them on the half. but I have to make sure it's something that I love at the same way.
Okay.
Hey, Jonathan, we're going to give you the opportunity to let people know of your booking information in case they may try might be trying to get in touch with you.
So just give us some handles also in terms of your Facebook, Instagram. Just give us some handles, some information that folks maybe want to get in contact. Of course, there are international viewers this morning, and you never know, they may just want to contact you.
Let them know. Jay-Z might be listening right now.
You never know.
So, for my social media handles, all my social media handles are Jonathan Francis Music One. So you can look for me there. You can send me a message, right? And from there on, whatever else you need, I'm really easy to reach. So you guys can reach out to me.
So Jonathan Francis Music One.
Music One, yeah.
All right. We are about to get into another segment here on the radio, Gary.
But we're going to put him on the spot.
We're going to put you on the spot.
Jonathan, it's your special day today.
It's your special day today for you, man. We're happy to have you here on Good Morning Grenada. And it's also, I'll just get it out of the way.
How old are you today, Jonathan?
It's your birthday.
You look like 16.
It's your birthday, bro. Good morning and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Gary, I don't have the proper vocals. I don't know if you have the proper vocals.
Neither one of us are singers.
I don't have the proper vocals.
So let me put you on the spot. I want to hear you sing happy birthday
to you this morning.
So we want you to sing happy birthday to you. So we're gonna let you go ahead and just do that.
If I had the vocals, I'll serenade you, bro. But I can't help you. I can't help it right now.
I would have been able to sing for you because I'm a very good singer, but I'm done with cold today, so I can't sing for you. I'm afraid. Maybe tomorrow.
I'm pulling this time. I'm in good time pulling this time.
Yeah, well, you know what?
You're talking scary stuff there, man. Huh?
I got tested. Let's say happy birthday to you, man. Let's do some vocals for us.
Just touch a note for me. Just touch a note first, man.
Yesterday's a first time parent.
Exactly.
Let's hear you, bro.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to me.
Wow.
I feel so special.
Well, you ought to be feeling special, man. With a voice like that, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was good, bro. That was very, very good. And
hey, man. Hey, Jonathan, man, it's a pleasure having you on. And all the best for the future.
This was of course unrehearsed. We just had to pop in with you this morning, and we appreciate that you took the opportunity to pop in with us. Last minute notice, and we appreciate a whole lot. Hope we could do this sometime again on different circumstances. Maybe have you even live in studio one of these days. What do you think, Gary?
Yeah, certainly, man.
You never know. I mean, I want to wish you all the best. Happy birthday once again, bro, and celebrate your birthday today.
Much.
You understand? As there's a saying they say, if you're long here, let it down, man. Have a great day on your birthday.
He seemed to have long beard, so he's letting that down, man. Have a blessed day, bro. Mommy good child, yeah.
Take it easy, my brother.
Take it easy, Jonathan.
All right, thank you, guys.
Anyway, that was nice having him this morning. That was Jonathan Francis there, of course, popping in us this morning and sharing a lot about himself, his music, and of course, able to serenade his own self this morning, man. Happy birthday to you, bro.
Don't forget, we want to give away a pack of swimwear. We're going to get into the birthday celebration club in a short, but we also want to give away one of this. I'm going to ask a question because it seems like people are waiting for me to ask a question.
Go ahead, ask a question.
All right. Give me one of the ingredients found in Sleepy
Pampers.
Dappers.
I deliberately did that.
Give me one of the ingredients. 435.
Yes, that's 435-2041. That's 435-2041.
And this is the swim pants that you take to the beach, put on your child to go to the beach, and has the same all-natural ingredient. If you can name me one of the ingredients, you can win yourself.
I think we have a caller, Gary. Let's see who's there. Good morning. Hey, tell us one of the ingredients. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, caller. You there?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, good morning. You're live.
Hello.
Callers seem to be having a bit of an issue.
Are you hearing us?
For some reason, the other day.
Bamboo fiber.
Bamboo fiber. That is absolutely correct.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. For some reason, I don't know, callers are not hearing us, Gary. I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure why. Are you hearing us?
Hello. Well, this caller is correct.
You're absolutely correct. So we're going to put this phone down, and you're going to call us back later on, and we're going to take your information. All right.
Of course. I guess if someone within the household has heard the info there, you can call us back. I'm not sure why he's not hearing us.
Absolutely correct, and we're going to definitely take your information off air. So this has found a winner. So we're going to put that aside, and let's go straight into the
birthday club this morning. Let's pop the lips up this morning. Gary, I'm going to allow you, of course, to popping on your side while I kick off the list here on K105. You're going to stick around, right?
I'm going to stick around, but I'm going to pop in over on the other side. Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, you're popping on the other side.
Popping on the other side.
Yeah. While I jump into the list. Let's kick it off this morning. Let me say good morning to Camarada Charles of Telescope in St. Andrew. Good morning. He's celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Let's say also good morning to Kyle Nyack of Dunfermline. Kyle, good morning. Happy birthday. The entire family. You're actually 16 years old today. Happy birthday to you. Let's say good morning to Andre George, who's in Canada. Good morning and happy birthday to you, Andre. Let's say good also to, that's Ramon Simon of Mount Granby. Ramon, good morning. How are you? Happy birthday. Maureen John of Hermitage, actually a teacher of the Hermitage government, celebrating today. Good morning and happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Terrence Wilson, a.k.a. brother of Providence. That's in the Broadgood area. Good morning to you. His mom, Leslie Ann, other members of the family, sending the love to him this morning. Happy birthday. Allison Knight of Douglaston in St. John, actually an employee of the Hubbards in Grand Anse. Good morning to you, lady. Happy birthday. What about Leroy Wellington? Leroy, good morning. How are you doing? Happy birthday. All the best on your birthday today, of course. Greetings going out to you, especially from PCD and family. Wishing you all the best. Let's say good morning to Dennis Bruno of Woburn. Actually, a driver of the bus, Golden 10. Yeah, good morning and happy birthday. All the best on your birthday today, man. I'm still holding on the list so Gary pops in. Let's say good morning to Sherma McIntyre, Carmichael of Baltazar in St. Andrew. Good morning and happy birthday.
Good morning and happy birthday.
Yeah, his name is out on the list, but Gary, I think I was just going to throw in Jonathan on the list this morning. Just give him that extra shout out this morning for being, of course, a great guest. Let's say good morning to Jonathan Francis out there in Bunkpanassus. Good morning and happy birthday to you, bro. You know,
the man with the golden voice.
Exactly. And let me say good morning as I continue, Gary, and grab it from number 15. Let's say good morning to Kevin Charles of Mungay St. George. Good morning, employee of Huggins. Celebrating today. Good morning and happy birthday. Your mom, Juanita, sending out the love this morning. Good morning to Jermaine. Yes, Jermaine Samuel in Montreal, Canada. Good morning, happy birthday. Members of the family here in Grenada sending out the love and wishing you a happy birthday. Say good morning to Anne Richards of Gorf. Good morning, Anne. Happy birthday to you from your mom, your brothers, your sisters, all the relatives and friends extending the love. Happy birthday. And the final one in my set for now, let's say good morning to Kadisa Park of Laborie in St. George. Good morning to Kadisa, her mommy Ennis, and the rest of the family extending the love to you this morning. Gary's over to you for the second segment here.
Nikita Charles, a.k.a. Nikki of Balthazar St. Andrew. Happy birthday to you. Kevin Jones of Adelphi St. Andrew, coming from his father Kevon, and Kiana George of Richmond St. Andrew, celebrating 12 years. Selma Kalist of Mongfan, tourist vendor at Granatang, and Liana Jack of Pearls, celebrating 10 years, coming from her mother, Kita, a.k.a. Chinese. Yeah, father and other relatives and friends, and Kia Blaisdell of Mount Hartman, coming from her mother Dolores, brother Greg, and Miss Esme and family. Also saying happy birthday to Elma, I said that already, Corporal Albert Smart of Grenville, attached to the Petty Investigation. Is there such by? Petty Investigation Department of the Central Police Station.
That's something good. That's something
coming
new for
from
me.
Families and friends. I never knew that. Okay. Also saying Kyra, happy birthday to Kyra Alexis of Marquis, coming from her mother Nisha, grandmother Jacintha, and other members, and Lindonna and Nikwana. All right. Hey, GT, you can pop back in.
Let me pop back in and, of course, pull out that list again. And let me see who's, of course, celebrating with us this morning. Let me say good morning to Roland Charles, a.k.a. Oaks. and Voss of, is it Marquis? Good morning and happy birthday to you. Family members and friends, and extending the love to you, man. Wishing you a great day today. Louisa Belma. Yes, how you doing this morning? That's Louisa Belma Rowe. She's in Washington. That's in the U.S. Good morning to her this morning. Her children, her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren. Extending the love to her this morning. Wishing you an awesome day today. Let's say good morning to Adrian Kenneth Mark of Celeste. That's in St. Patrick. Good morning and happy birthday going on to him this morning from his wife Rhonda and all the other members of the family. Let's say good morning to Judy Wilson of Vincent and St. David's. Judy, good morning. How you doing? Happy birthday. All the best on your B-Day today. Let's say good morning to Nora Alexander, aka Micey, who's out in the U.S. Good morning and happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Charlo. That's Cornwall. Charlo, good morning and happy birthday. Greetings going out to you. And finally on my list this morning, let's say good morning to Kathy Gully, Florida and St. John. Kathy, good morning. All the best on your birthday today. Of course, her mom Alice, her son that's Levon, and Miss Constance Williams and family. Wishing her a great day today. Hey Gary, that's the end of the list this morning of celebrants. Oh, that's a lot. It's pretty lengthy. And you know, sometimes we do have to chop the list up just a little bit. You know,
definitely.
You know, chop it up a little bit. And
you gotta cut it down.
Yeah.
So a whole lot of people celebrating.
I want to wish all of these celebrants today a happy birthday. Big up to Jonathan once again. You're getting that extra bit as always. Have yourself an awesome day, man. And all the other celebrants, I want to wish you a great day today on your birthday.
We're still on live on GBN TV, Facebook, share the live, and our friends on YouTube as well. But hey, good morning from sunshiny Grenada right about now. If you're listening to us from abroad right about now, those are there in the diaspora. We're gonna call on Master Control because we got a tune to line up this morning. But we're gonna use this as the featured video here this morning. We're gonna get Master Control to line it up as we close off inside of the birthday club today. And when we come back, we're gonna try to give away another product before we wrap it up this morning. All right.
So that lucky caller there, for some reason, I'm not sure why they.
Telling her where I honor, when I honor, why I honor, who I honor with, who I honor with, I will man I honor with, where I honor, when I honor, why I honor, who I honor with, who I honor with, I will man I honor with. I got options, but though I lose my woman, I was horning and was having real fun. Now I turn clown, me strong, make me turn clown. I tried to hold me mouth, but I shot her around me, tell me out. She was behaving bad, she was wrong, so I take a chance to hold man. She was behaving bad, things good, so I take a chance. She was giving bad, she was wrong, so I take a chance to all over. She was giving bad, things ain't good. I take a chance and it's a good. My sober, holding line to me, woman. I take one shot at rum and I start to speak the truth. Yeah, tell her the truth. I'm telling her where I honor, when I honor, why I honor, who I honor with, who I honor with. I will man I honor with, where I honor, when I honor, why I honor, who I honor with, who I honor with. Time you're chilling home and you're really sober. Some friends invite you for some drinks by the corner. You don't wait, don't hesitate, you run, go over and take a shot on the rocks, and that made me start to talk. She was behaving bad, she was wrong, so I take a chance with her man. She was behaving bad, things ain't good, so I take a chance and it's a fool. She was behaving bad, she was wrong, so I take a chance with her man. She was behaving bad, things ain't good, I take a chance and it's a fool.
Oh man.
The first time I saw this one, I had to laugh because
these are the
this
kind
song
that's
is
what they
so
call.
true.
That's why I will summarize as a worrying situation. You know, these the kind of things that make you get worried.
And some women they deliberately getting you drunk. Honey, drink another one, baby, drink.
Take another
because
one.
they know the chances of you spilling. Yeah, I mean it's real.
All the dirt if you do have any. Yeah. Anyway. Hey, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Here on K105 and Hot 98 G Squared.
We are here.
Our final couple of minutes before we wrap up this morning.
All right.
Nice video, I would say. Nice video.
We haven't looked at the COVID-19 dashboard.
No, we haven't. So we're going to take a peek at that.
I'm not sure if Master Control has got one in their possession, but we do have one here at this moment.
Yeah, Master Control is probably going to pop it up shortly. So, of course, the viewing audience can take a look at it themselves. So we're talking new confirmed cases.
As of yesterday,
the 6th of January. And there's now 276 new confirmed cases.
Wow.
All right. And that just has brought our total in general in terms of active cases in Grenada to 1,447. Yes.
When we pop back in here next week,
we hopefully will see the numbers going down.
We see the numbers going down.
I like to be optimistic and hopeful. We're going to see this going down.
We definitely would like to, get your opinion as to whether you think the government at some point in time and at what point in time should consider instituting some form of lockdown once again.
All right. Folks, don't forget there are new recoveries. There are some folks who have gotten over this, with the elbow of the Almighty, and of course they're keeping themselves the right way, taking their meds, etc. And we have new recoveries. We're talking 8, and they of course positive tests. There's positive tests and positive test positivity 20.8%.
And that is high.
And that is high.
That is high.
That is high. The number of tests that was done on that day, that was yesterday, we had 1,329 folks going on and get themselves tested. I like to see that folks are going out to get themselves tested, Gary. You understand? Because, folks may have gotten themselves exposed for some reason or the other.
Or might have been feeling some symptom, yeah.
So I don't like to say this way, they want to know their status.
Yeah. Know your status, man.
Know your status, so they got themselves tested.
Also, we see that the hospitalization has gone down to 0. I think
zero.
The last time there was 4.
There was 4 the day before. There was 4 the day before.
That's a good sign.
0 folks in hospital, which that's a plus. We'll be happy for that. We just hope that we want to see the new cases, course numbers go down. Next, we have to read this on Monday. Hopefully, we're going to see, maybe 0.
Yeah.
0.
That would be wonderful.
And, been taking heed to the protocols. Sanitize. You've been taking the heed of course, get yourself sanitized.
Master Control just reminded me of our trivia this morning. We're going to do it quickly.
We didn't take our trivia this morning. It's been a hectic morning, I must say. And, things were happening a little bit spontaneous this morning in terms of how we do things. So, apology. But we may probably have time to throw it in. Let's throw in the trivia. Let's pop into the trivia. And, of course...
This one is pretty interesting. Now, did you know? Did you know? Go ahead, GT. Let them know.
That most people dream in color. Yeah, but people who grew up watching black and white TV tend to dream in black and white.
I don't believe that.
That's interesting. I grew up watching black and white TV.
I grew up watching.
Gary,
We're giving away age,
back in the day,
You're giving away age, boy.
You're giving away age. But back in the day when
I can't remember how I used to dream back then.
I can't. But back in the day when you had a black and white TV, I can remember my dad bringing my black and white TV. And most of the folks in the area may not have had a TV. And every Sunday we used to have that your veranda.
Yeah, you used to watch Mother She Wrote on a Sunday.
Well, man. Anyway, that's a long story. So I ain't gonna get into it.
Did you know that's a pretty interesting trivia, right? Well, there you go.
That most people dream in color, but people who grew up watching black and white TV tend to dream in black and white. Yeah, I guess that visual that you had, it stays in the back of the mind. Cause
the mind is a powerful tool.
Dreams are false in the back of the mind, right? That comes forward. You understand?
I would pay attention the next time I dream.
Sometimes I tend to defer that because sometimes the dreams you have, I would say I never thought about that. How can I dream that? How can we afford that in the back of my mind?
Anyway, let's give away another dapper before we get out of here. We got a sanitary napkins from Sleepy, which is all natural, all pure.
So probably
all
there's a
organic.
female out there who wants to, try the natural stuff. Maybe having some problem with the, the stuff that has all the chemicals.
Yeah,
and,
maybe it's a little bit too harsh.
You want to give this a try.
Yeah,
so
you want to give this a try. Yeah. 435-2041.
Give us a call. Hope you get a female popping in and you could win yourself that particular, of course, female napkin there from the folks of Sleepy.
Give us the name of one of the outlets in St. George where you can.
Where's located? I think we did mention it a while ago.
Give us the name of the. Oh yeah.
We did mention where they actually located.
Yeah, let's do that.
And exactly the building. We did mention that. So probably you were listening keen there. You was a keen listener there. Know that folks who listen keenly, right?
Yeah.
And I see a caller coming in there, Gary. I hope that the song issue has been rectified. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing?
What's
How you
going
doing?
Good.
We're in a giving mood today, you notice?
Well, I guess this gentleman called. He probably have a wife. He probably have a wife or daughter, so he could probably give it to them.
Say that again, sir.
I'm not a gentleman. I just big.
Oh, well, correct. I stand corrected then.
All right. Well, apology for that.
You heard the question?
You heard the question, right?
Yes, it is located in the Blue Granite building in Doverton.
All right.
You're a winner. You're a winner. Simple as that. You're a winner.
So, what are you gonna do for us? Give us your first name.
Give us a first name.
Could I give it after?
Oh, definitely.
That's no problem. No problem.
We're gonna get back to you in a short while.
So you may have to hold the line, or you can call back in a couple of minutes.
Are you calling from a cell phone?
Just a little after 8 a.m. And
all right. So call us back in a minute.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it there, Gary. We of course had a winner, and this is where we wrap up for the week. Pretty interesting week, I would say. Pretty interesting
Our
week.
first week together as G Squared.
G Squared, first week, and of course there've been lots of positive feedback. There's been negative feedback, and
we taking all
are welcome. All are welcomed. All are welcomed, and hopefully next week we get to do this even better than we did this week. All right.
Coming up at 9 o'clock, we have Joseph Cordell with.
He pops in with, of course, to the point. Mm-hmm.
So he's going to tackle all of the serious topics where we were all just about fun and lightening the mood a little bit. He's going to bring the real topics to you a bit later on. You know what I'm saying?
We just make sure that your day flows the right way.
With a smile.
With a smile.
Yeah.
I like to call it increasing the adrenaline rush just a little bit. That's what we do in the morning time here. So until next week, we say goodbye to, of course, our viewers via GBN TV, Facebook, YouTube. Those of you viewing via those platforms, good morning and thanks for being with us. Those who are listening on Hot 98, goodbye to you also. And stay with me here on Q105 till it's 9 a.m. this morning. Lots of music as usual. And I'm going to take care of you. Gary, any final thoughts before you roll out?
Right, it's been a fun week doing this for the first time, for the first week. And looking forward to doing it again next week where, of course, it gets better as we go along. Definitely. Good morning and goodbye to our friends on social media, Facebook, YouTube, and those who will be looking at this at a future date. Hey,
share a comment, and of course, just say whatever you feel. Yeah, and say that, right?